Hello YouTubers, I am back here with another video of the Bogen MCP Model 35A. Now, I just recently made a discovery at my house here. And it turns out that when this house was built, it was pre-wired for a security system. As you can see, this orange wire you see on the wall here, that's original to the house, which this wire was meant for a keypad to be installed right by the front doors. I'll show you in a little bit. But when we first moved in this house, there was no security system or any of that. It's still not in use today, which I would like to make use of it soon, but there's been this mystery blank cover in the closet, and I remember opening it up several times, tracing out where these lines go. There's a bunch of wires in there, and one of the lines is this that runs back in there. And where this other wire here goes to, this is just a wire I tacked onto to the main house line. That's right, guys. I got it tapped on to the two zones on this. So that runs to the complete opposite side of the house. I still got the Bogen UTI-1 still set up. This is 800, this is 500, which by the way runs to a phone jack over here now that I got installed. Don't mind the Telmex logo, it's just a bunch of scraps that I have on hand. The routers here, don't mind all the food. Just stocking up on some food because things are a little bit, let's say, out of control these days. Don't mind the car radio. That has nothing to do with the setup. So these two switches you see, room 10 and this unknown room, we'll call it. We have two speakers connected to it. And it's on the very opposite side of the house. This guy is connected. The same as in the last setup. This is just another wire I have tapped from that junction box in the room. And then there's this. They're all connected, and I'll kind of briefly show you the room. Not showing too much here. There's the box up there. Don't mind all that mess in there. I've just been tracing wires out in there. So that's the other end of the line you see. That's what runs back to the other room. I actually fished it through the wall. Made a little incision in the wall. About a little tiny hole, and I stuck a steel wire in the... Fished a steel wire down the wall to force it up into the other room, because this is where the keypad is supposed to be. Right where you see all this decor. That's where that wire was. Well, I've pushed it up into the room now, so I have access to it. Nothing crazy here, but it's kind of cool that we have those wires because I could just start messing around with them if I want. And some of those wires actually run back to what you see here. This is a sensor, which half of these things, I don't know, the contractors who put those things in, they use really bad adhesive, and these things have just been falling all over the place. But they're all color coded. All the oranges are for keypads, which this house has actually 4 of them. A keypad's supposed to go over here, one by the front door, one by the front door, one by the washroom over here. They're all just buried in the walls. And how I found them was I actually had a special toner tool that telephone people use, but the people that work with telephone lines use to trace out where telephone lines are, like in an apartment, or even you could use it for Cat 5. It just generates the tone through the wire, and I just started getting a bunch of tones as I probe. I put the transmitter on all those wires you saw in the closet, and I started waving the wand around, and then I got activity right here, and then there's some switches by the front door, so I popped the covers off, and I kind of like stuck a flashlight in there to see if I could find this wire, and sure enough, it was in there. So enough of me talking, let's play some music. That's through the house wires. wires you saw all run up in the attic. Already pre-wired. So if I really wanted to, I could really poke a little hole in the wall. I'm not going to do it, but somewhere here, there's a wire tucked here and it runs back in there. I could put a speaker here if I wanted to. Theoretically, it's possible in this situation. They're thinking of the right person in mind because, well, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with all those lines. I'm thinking about putting a security system where we can make it, you know, but we'll put a free security system. So now, I don't know, you might hear the echoing. So on a page, I'm gonna do 500. Test, check, 1, 2, 3. And then I'm gonna do 800, which is the override. As you can hear, it sounds like we're in Home Depot out here. Yeah. I'll probably move you guys out here, so you can hear it kind of in action instead of just hearing me talk in the room. Don't mind my cheesy tripod here. I'm just putting it right on the arch. Yeah, I kid you not. It sounds like I'm in Home Depot right now doing the page. Mark, you please report to the lumber. Mark, you please report to the lumber. Thank you. We got a concrete store on aisle 74. Once again, we got a concrete store on aisle 74. Thank you. As you guys could hear, it sounds pretty good. And for some reason, that Bogen MCP unit really does well with Page, at least with the UTI one. I guess those two are meant to be married together, I'll call it. The impedance sounds really, really clean, and it matches. And the way how it sounds, it gives me like mega Home Depot vibes. Because I was also out of town recently. And of course, I had to go to a Home Depot, which was in El Paso, Texas. And yes, they also used this, but they had theirs really loud. But they didn't use the quad tone, they used just the regular chime, but it sounded pretty good. And they actually had their speakers turned up quite loud. And of course, you know, they used their infamous box speakers that you see here. Don't mind all the stuff on the dresser, it's just chaotic. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this mini video of the discovery I made within my own house in terms of wires. I forgot about the talkback feature that this unit has by itself. So I actually have it right now, what you could hear. You could probably hear something. You're hearing a bunch of white noise because I believe this one's that Bogen speaker that's on the chair in the dining room. That's on listen mode right now. So it's acting as a microphone, but the nice thing about having that other speaker in close proximity is I could use it as a microphone. So this is not the computer directly connected to this. It's in listen mode. Oh no, this one, never mind, it's opposite. So, this one's on program mode while this one is in, microphone mode, I'll call it, or listen mode. Hello? Probably should put the phone in the room so you can hear me talk through it. Put the phone right here.
Uh-oh, and I'm talking through the router from the hallway across the house. Pretty good. It doesn't sound too bad. It's like the wiring in 24 gauge.